And the money and production, baby. Wiggity wiggity wow. Coming up on this week's episode. Oh wait, this thing says previously. Now that I'm out. I'll change that. This is still good. This is still good. This is how we're rolling. Alright, yeah, some stuff happened, but this week what's going to happen is we're mainly going to get confused and distracted. So we're going to get power armor, meet Dr. House. We can do some motherfucking gambling, baby. No, we're not going to press that button, mate. We're not doing any of that. Right, our story begins where we left off, launching the Retcon test site rockets. And we take a little trip on down to Novak to claim our reward from Manny Vargas. His sexy hat. We're idolized by Novak, and they teach us the sickest power attack. We meet this guy that smells like farts, and then we get distracted. Meet this guy who decides to take us prisoner.
Profligate?
Because we're just like, what the fuck's a profligate? Yeah, it does sound right, actually. Yeah, so I'm a profligate. So he takes me away to this guy with dreadlocks who just is like, yeah, cool. Ivy. Our way. Gotcha. Alright, go outside. Our way. And they're hanging them guys. Get distracted. See this bunker. Make my way to there. And there's a guy with no head.
Okay.
So I do my best Homer Simpson impression and get the fuck out of there. Yeah, get distracted again, go to Prim. I remember that I can get this guy and I need a companion because I'm scared everywhere I go, so I go to get this robot companion who goes like bleep bloop bleep, bleep bleep bloop, bloop bleep bleep bloop bloop bloop. Check it out. See? Told ya. Bleep bleep bloop. He's cool. You're gonna want one of them. Having a companion proves quite useful in this game because I am useless and they give you extra perks, which is nice. We bosh on over to Boulder City where the big boys go. To try and find this Benny twat, I find Camp Thornhorn Hope.
Morning.
Where these guys weren't jolly until I talked to them.
Morning. We're all gonna die out here.
He's not jolly no more, so I take a shit in their toilets because that's what people do when people are rude to them. You just take a big steamy clanger in their toilet. You don't flush it, you just leave it there. And off I go. Yeah, that's dialogue. In my quest to go wherever it is I'm trying to go, I find Ranger Station Delta and the dam. Is it a dam? Hoover Dam. Yeah, it's a dam. Hoover Dam. And then we meet Lieutenant Monroe, who tells us to go scare this guy like a ghost. So I do my best spooky ghost impression, and that literally gets me through this whole encounter. I just go, "Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost," and he goes, "Jeez, don't mess with me, dude."
All right, quit fucking around.
Yeah, that worked. Cool. So I fix that.
What now?
Go talk to the guy who says he's going to kill them, and I say, "No, you no do that, naughty man." So he goes, "Okay," and then I have to go to the strip in Vegas where Victor approaches me. This guy, I don't get him, so I run away. I ran all the way home until I found this trading post where I could buy more sweets. And then I discovered Vault 11, which I decided to go into. And I'm going to show this clip of me killing these two bugs. And that's all you're getting out of this vault, because fuck me, I spent 98 minutes in this vault to find... Did I find anything in this place? I did! I found a differential pressure control, which seemed like a special item. And that was the whole reason to come here. That was 97 minutes, so I leave. Fucking waste of my damn life. There's nothing interesting here apart from the one item. I've missed whatever's in this vault. I'm not coming back for it, because that was a long experience. Out the vault we go. Very cinematic exit. My game lags on the exit. And we are out of there.
Not much happens here at the Dorado, and that's...
We get distracted again and find El Dorado substation, which we do nothing with. We get distracted one more time with the idea of decent goop from this little building where we find Johnny Miller's security pass.
Please vacate the
And then... Yeah, we get chucked out of this place and then make a wrong move into this door here. and then upload our face onto a computer like you do. And now we're allowed in the place which we've just kicked out because, you know, hacker.
Valid facial pattern detected.
This guy validates our face, and then we leave. That's it. That's all we do here. Get well distracted in this whole playthrough. Fallout's a game of distraction more than anything. You go to point A to B, but you make your way via C, D, F, G, point alpha, Y, and 1 and 2. So here we just decided to... God, it's so long to get to the bloody tower in the sky. We come across this kid. He's cute. He looks like my mate's kid. So we buy his toy gun up him for $1,000 and send him on his skippy dad away. These guys try and rob Veronica. We don't let her. This guy makes us pay to walk through his door, then immediately turns around and kills the guy. Didn't pay, so we're pretty glad that we paid. It's pretty basic economy structure. Yeah, that works.
Hey, partner.
Victor's here again. Victor's following us like a bad smell. In a club full of fucking penguins and seals. Anyway, he tells us some stuff which we don't listen to, so we go to the tops.
Hey, baby doll. Welcome
Inside
to
the cops.
Hotel and
Tops.
Casino.
Tops.
I'm gonna
The
have to
tops.
ask you to hand
Inside the
over
tops.
any
The
weapons
cops.
you might be
There's no
carrying.
cops in the tops. Anyway, this guy tries to take our
Them's the
gun.
brakes. You want
And
in?
we say, nah. I don't really want you to take my gun. So... fucking shoot in the face. Quickly realizing this wasn't the way to play this game.
Welcome to the
We start
palace.
again.
How can I help?
We get some chips, and now I've figured out
How are
how
we
to
gonna do
play
that?
this game at the fucking blackjack tables. Let's get a montage on the go.
The hour's approaching to give it your best, and you've got to reach your prime. That's when you need to put yourself to the test and show us the passage of time. We're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage.
Right, anyway, several hours of gambling later, we run into Benny, who is the reason that we were here, lest we forget. He smooth talks us like smooth babies doing smooth things into not shooting him because we don't have any guns. So he gives us some keys and we head straight to the fucking tables, baby.
The hour's approaching to give it your best, and you've got to reach your prime.
Woo! Alright, after all that gambling, I better make my way to do some of the mission. Go to the presidential suite that Benny invited me into, open the safe and find tons of goodies. And then Benny has tricked me because I am dumb. And then he sends these goons in to take care of me, but luckily I am dumb. So I beat them up with that dumb strength I got. Big power fist. It's like Goku punched one of his enemies. Right, back to action. Luckily for me, I get distracted by winning so much that this gentleman gives me a key to my own private suite, and I've had a few drinks where a key would be nice right now, so I decided to go take him up on that offer. Go upstairs and realise, oh yeah, I'm doing a mission. I'm trying to find Benny. Totally forgot about that. Find his room, and inside his room is a robot. So I check out some wardrobes. I actually just don't even acknowledge him for a little while. I didn't want to. I just didn't care. Had a chat with him. He turns out to be an extremely main character in the video game. But the problem with my tiny brain in this big video game is that it all just goes in one ear and out the other, and then I forget everything that everyone's told me. So what I end up doing straight after this conversation is, you guessed it, blackjack, baby. Right, yeah, as we leave the casino, we run into a Vulpes in Culta again.
Bestows upon you the exceptional gift.
Okay, now that's a sexy name, actually, isn't it? Vulpes in Culta. Vulpes in Culta. Vulpes in Culta. Yeah, anyway. So we crack on with what we're supposed to do, which we don't know what we're supposed to do, so we end up in a strip club.
For a good time.
The fuck are you
What am I
looking at?
doing? Casino. What's a casino?
I hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. What
Are
the
you
fuck do
casino?
you want?
Right, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm finding this
again.
guy for some
What the fuck
reason.
do you want?
Because
Bye.
I'm not sure why I'm finding this guy. So pickpocket him, find his journal, read his journal, realise that the criminal's a criminal, obviously.
again.
And then I blackmail him.
Look at that.
And then I use his blackmail money too. Okay, back to it. We'll get back into a massive dialogue exposition dump of lore. Jesus Christ, every single character in this game talks so much. It's unbearable. Anyway, so we go to rob Mr. House because he has cash in a safe and no one stops you from taking it.
Well, hello, old chum.
The point of my inviting you to
He
visit me
wasn't
here at
as
the
happy to
Lucky
see me
38
as he
before
was to see
stomping
Cooper
into
Howard
the
in the
house on your
television
own
show, however,
was to
because
help you
I'm not a
prepare
very good boy.
tactically.
As a matter of
Now,
fact, I'm a
because of
woman,
your
so
carelessness, Benny has fled the
I think he's
strip,
less likely to
taking
see
with
me.
him
He
the
seems to turn
platinum
women
chip.
into robots, this guy.
His destination is hardly. It's a nearest.
Whatever
It's
floats
not-
your
I
boat,
won't
kinky
mind.
man.
Absolutely not.
He gives us a massive amount of lists of quests to do, starting at Fortification Hill.
But the chip can. Something. I'm not.
I wonder if we go there straight away.
Fortification Hill. Something.
I doubt. Anyway, we decide where to go, and by that we look at the map for about 10 minutes and then change our mind almost immediately to go somewhere else. On our journey, we see these Roman legions walking towards these army men. And army men do what army men do best, and look at them and just start shooting away. Look at them, they're like toy little soldiers from Toy Story. Cute little guys. Anyway, we just fuck off. We don't need to deal with that. Down the road, it gets spooky. And ghouly. Ghouly. Touch my ghoulies. Anyway. So pop the heads off these ghoulies. Pop you ghoulies? Is that a thing? I don't know. That could be a thing. Anyway, fuck off right down the road. We don't even bother with what they're about. We do a little 360 hardcore parkour. The game totally glitches. We decide to go do what House said and go meet Benny at this place. And upon attempting to do so, the game starts lagging, and upon entering this building, and then it's at this point where we completely lost 2 hours of footage, so we rejoin our quest with this crash, looking at this man. Anyways, at this point we completely change what we're doing. We're no longer doing stuff for Mr. House. We are trying to get power armor, as that one guy on YouTube says, because we finished the season of Fallout 2 and we want some goddamn power armor to feel powerful. It's goddamn Wasteland. So we had to do some stuff, and then after doing that stuff, this guy gives us a gigantic list of things of which we have to accomplish for him in order to get the power armor. We go, it's probably worth our time. We had half a bottle of wine left, so we were like, yeah, I could probably smash this out by the time I've done the wine. And then I look at all of the
Pinkerton, you
things
explain
I
the
gotta
logic
do.
and I'll provide the background.
Gosh, this is quite
Send
hard.
dream trackers to go into a person's subconscious, like a spy seeing their dreams as they see them, perhaps even planting ideas. If one person is regressing deeply enough, the dream can actually envelop those dreaming around the first person I talked about who's dreaming. And then, everyone in the dream would be in danger of never coming back.
Okay, so after all that they tells us to do, we find out that we've got to go quite close by. So at this point we realise we're in sexy underwear. And these freaky guys scare us back into armour. Oh, the first time I saw these I actually pooed my pants. Haha, poo my pants. Poo my pants. Anyway, yeah, they're grim. They got like dicks coming out their mouths, but their heads blow up pretty easy, so I stopped being afraid. And then one of them has got the shittest name I've ever heard in my life, Mo. What a bad name. Mo's poor as well. I went to loot him. He had fuck all, broke-ass Mo. Anyway, back to the quest, where we gotta find these guys. They have some stick armor. God, I want that armor. Let me wear it. It hypes us up more to do the quest. Then we meet Neil.
For your kind.
Neil's got some lovely teeth on him.
There's nothing good
I appreciate Neil's teeth. Let me zoom in on them teeth. Fuck Neil, who's your dentist, man? I need to get his number. There's some gnashes. We not do his quest because his quest damn hard, not good enough. Can't do Neil quest, no good, no how. So we pop back to the Repcon main office building that we had to go to before. We make this guy think we're a manager by just saying ice cream. Okay. 10-10 dialogue. Yeah, it's about as good as my script writing, to be fair, so yeah. We couldn't find this guy for looking for love nor money. Absolutely murdered me when I took the minimap off and found out he's right next to me. Anyway, we grab his crap. We book it out of there. We don't need to be here no more. On to the next one, which is a bit harder to get to, so we have to travel to Freeside and making my way downtown, coming around, going around, and I'm homebound. And I like, oh yeah, we come into this.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge and...
Fucking shut up, man. Anyway, so he gives us some ideas of how to get to where we're going, which we don't listen to because I'm smarter than you, buddy. Here's our first attempt. Ready? Wait for it. Boom. I think our feet fell off. Have we got up? No, we had to back down in a crater, and Eddie died. So take two, we put our sexy sleepwear back on and take a turbo. This is a much better attempt. Watch this. Yes, we're moving. Whoa, I can't even see anything. Don't know what turbo does, but I'd take it in real life. And then the game slows us down on this rocket. We almost made it. Look how close we were. Eddie died, so we didn't really make it. But wait. In nothing but net, baby. We would have made that if we weren't corpse. So we try again. We leave Eddie behind because he seems quite fragile to the artillery bonfire. We then take more drugs because that's always the solution to life's problems. Never forget that, kids. If you've got a problem, you can take drugs to fix that problem. That is the motto of Fallout, is if you take more drugs, your problems will be solved. As I'm about to show you here. What's that? You were getting shot at by guns? That doesn't matter. We've taken drugs. And with the power of drugs, we've accomplished that supposedly tricky task. Third attempt, I didn't think that was bad. I've heard hard things about that online. I thought that was pretty easy. This guy shows us the big end of his red rocket.
Did you survive that bombardment?
We then meet Pearl, who she tells us off for not coming here 5 years ago, but I've only started playing the game in the last month, so fuck you, Pearl. She tells us we can do lots and lots and lots of jobs around here, which we're not very inclined to do, because the reason we came here was for fucking power armor, man. Like, stop getting me distracted. Are you taking the bloody piss? Anyway, let's get out of here and hunt down the metal man that we came here to look for. We find the third metal man that we came here for, and finally this silly little quest can be over and we can get our power armor. Praise Jeebus. So we get that, go back, get back. Once we're back...
Pinkerton, you explain the logic and I'll provide the background. Send dream trackers to go into a person's subconscious, like a spy seeing their dreams as they see them, perhaps even planting ideas. If one person is regressing...
For God's sakes, now we've got to go to 3 more places. Luckily, we kind of know where these 3 places are, so we just bish bash bosh, quick travel to all 3 of them. And then we remember we were in our sexy underwear from our little drugs binge earlier. Much like Kate Moss in the 90s, we've woken up a bit confused with a gun in underwear.
If one person is regressing deeply enough, the dream can actually envelop those dreaming around the first person I talked about who was dreaming. And then, everyone in the dream would be in danger of never coming back.
Then after doing those 3 quests, after the first 3 quests, they then give us another 3 quests, making a total of 3 sets of 3 quests to get fucking armor. So he tells us we've got to go to 3 vaults in the map, and our experience in the first vault earlier wasn't too good, and we didn't actually realise that we've completed one of the parts of this already.
Just look at the green.
So
green,
even
green,
after we think
green,
we're attempting
green,
the first
grass.
part of 3, we're actually attempting the second part of 3. We get into this vault and are immediately just outgunned by everything inside of it and decide this is not for me yet, so I better go do something else. So I go completely out of field, go to Novak, talk to Boone, who's a strapping man with a nice hat.
Dead.
He tells me someone sold his wife and she's dead. So I
Bring him out in front
have a
of
little
nest here while
tear-jerk moment,
I work nights.
and
give you
he
my
gives me his
ACL
hat,
ready
which
to
is
put on.
just...
It'll be our
It's like
signal, so I
real
know you're sticking with
companionship,
it.
you know. When
And
some
I'll
man
take care
gives
of
you
the
their
rest.
hat, you know
I need to do this
they're a
myself.
trustworthy guy. But then it turns out he's bald
I'll
under
make it
that
worth your
hat, so I
while.
stop trusting him
And one
and
more
completely
thing.
forget every
No
single
one
thing that he
in town
says,
knows that I know what happened to my
and go and buy
wife.
some guns to go
Best
kill
they
some
never
stuff
know.
in a more efficient manner. We get downstairs from this
Get you
place.
anything?
We meet Cliff, and he sells us that gun. Sounds good. And the MF Hyper Breeder Alpha GRA. It looks like a light bulb. We're happy with our new little light bulb. That gun looks pretty cool. It's got a green bit on it. I don't know what the green bit does, but it's green, so it must be good. We're kitted up now. So it's time to continue with the main mission at hand. We meet Heck Gunderson, who tells us his son is taken hostage. And have we seen anything, and will we help him out?
White hat on lately, have you?
No, I haven't. Fucking gamble, baby. It's not sauce, sauce. Money, money, money. Give me that money. It's not sauce, sauce. Ooh, gonna have not sauce, sauce. Money, money, money. Give me that money. It's not sauce, sauce. It's not sauce, sauce. Money, money, money. Give me that money. It's not sauce, sauce. Ooh, gonna have not sauce, sauce. Money, money, money. Give me that money. It's not sauce, sauce. Ooh, gonna have that money. Give me a brain. Right, that'll do for video number 3. I'm trying to churn these out so I can finish playing poorly emulated games on my MacBook and move on to a slightly better version of playing games via crossover. Fingers crossed it works. crossover, fingers crossed. Next week, we're going to be doing some stuff. Join us. Here's a preview of some of the stuff.